Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 4th, and yesterday my mom and I went to the Steve Harvey show, and it was really neat. I had always pictured like TV production to be kind of just focused on ratings and kind of like trashy stories and anything to do to get viewers. But it was really neat because Timbaland was on the show, and he's a music producer, and one of the first things he started talking about was his faith and how his mom really, and some others in his life, he said, were prayer warriors for him and really just like helped pave the way, and how his faith is so important to him. And Steve Harvey is a Christian as well, and it was just really neat to hear them talk about that. And at the end of the show, Steve Harvey came out and he said, I do this at the end of all of my shows for the audience. And he said, I made a promise with God many years ago that if I would make it, that essentially I would give him all of the glory. And he went through just his story of how he's forgiven, and he's made so many mistakes in the past, but Jesus has changed him. And he said, you can see how I am right now with the glitz and the glamour, but you don't know like where I came from. And he went into how he was homeless and just into bad things, and Jesus pulled him out, and he just like proclaimed the gospel. It was so neat. And he talked about how with Timbaland, how kids are drawn to them, young boys, and they look up to them, and so they feel like they have such a calling to represent Jesus. And it's so neat because they said everyone has kind of their niche. Everyone, we're not all called just to those that are already in church. Like, they're called to the boys and gangs. And it was just really neat to see two celebrities talk so openly about their faith, and I was really surprised. I just have this kind of poor image of media in my mind, but it just goes to show you that you can use whatever platform you have, whatever influence you have, and tell people about Jesus.